We are now talking to Boston College offensive lineman Ilija Krajnovic. What's up, Ilija?
Hi, how are you doing?
We are good, my friend. How are you? How are you and your family doing with this pandemic?
I'm doing really good. I'm here at IMG. We're getting ready for season. So, yeah, everything is good. My family is good back home. In this time, it's important to be healthy, to stay safe, and that's it.
What is it like being recruited by a Division I school like Boston College, a team that is known for their offensive linemen and their linebackers? What is it like being recruited and getting a full scholarship to go to one of the prestige Division I schools?
Being recruited by that school is a huge thing for me because I came to the United States in January. So after like 5 months, I got a full scholarship at a Division I school, and so Boston College is a great place, and I really think that I could go to NFL after that college. The thing I want to say is to thank the coach Matt Applebaum and the coach Halfley again if they're listening to this, because without them, without their like time talking with me and stuff, this wouldn't happen. So thank you again, coaches, if you're listening.
We are talking to Boston College offensive lineman Ilija Krajnovic.
Ilija, this turns out to be like International Day. So you were actually from Serbia. So not a big football country. They're Eastern European, big with hockey, big with soccer, basketball, stuff like that. So how did you get into football? What gave you the desire to play football? Was it something with your family? Was it something maybe with a friend of yours that maybe went to America, or did you learn it when you just came here?
So I was a professional volleyball player.
Wow.
Yeah, I played a middle blocker in a national team of Serbia, and I was very good at it. And also I played like a bunch of other sports like water polo, kickboxing, mixed martial arts, and other. Like literally every single sport, like basketball, even the soccer. I was a goalkeeper and played in defense. So I literally tried every single sport on this planet, and I started to play volleyball from young age. And exactly a year ago, now a year and a half, I started to play football back home in my country. And my older brother was playing defensive end, so he told me like, hey, we need some big guys to come here to play D-line. And I was like, okay, I don't know what it is. But by the nature, I'm a very aggressive and very anxious person. So he thought that this sport will be good with me. And he just said, like, in this sport, you can beat up people legally. So that was instant, like, turn on for me. And I was okay, like, fuck it, let's go. Yeah. So I abandoned volleyball in many reasons. But yeah, I started playing football because like I was very. The main thing was why I started to play football is like I can beat up people, and that's the thing.
So, Ilija, you're pretty much telling us you're a mean offensive lineman, because I've watched a lot of football, and there are a lot of soft offensive linemen in the NFL especially, and that's a huge problem. We've seen a lot of teams, the great offensive lines what we've seen over the years, especially in college and even in the NFL, they've had at least one or two mean players. Would you consider yourself a mean player or a laid-back player?
I consider myself as an offensive lineman with the mind of a D lineman. And a very dirty D lineman, because I play D line. I play in first of all, I played in a senior league. That was my first game ever of football. So I play like guys against they were 30, 40 years old, and when you fight with those people, it's very it's you need to have balls. So yeah, and then when I went to another club, to another team, they put me in the offensive line, and I was not satisfied because I wanted to play D line, but at the same time they put me in a O line and D line just because of that reason, because I was too aggressive and, I was nonstop getting penalties and stuff, So, yeah.
So, Ilija, what is it like for you to come from Serbia and be in the Boston area? Is it everything you thought it was when you were watching movies growing up?
No. Well, from Serbia is a very small country, first of all, and a lot of people dream about coming to the States. There's a huge number of players that play in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
That are Serbian, like Bogdanovic, Jokic, and so on. But we never had that potential in like American football. We call it American football. You call it here football. So yeah, they told me like I had a huge potential, but and they were telling me like, hey, you can end up in the States, playing professionally, but I didn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden it happened, and I'm like, I'm really like satisfied, but I'm keep pushing on till the pros.
So what's one of your favorite things about being in the area? Do you go downtown? Do you go what sites do you like to go see?
Here in Florida.
Oh.
He's in Florida right now. Yes, okay. He's in Florida right now, but I'm sure he's going to have the opportunity to sightsee, get to see some of the food and some of the restaurants over there right in the town, right in the city part. It's it's very clean city. I'm not a huge Boston fan because obviously we're out here in New York, so I don't like Boston sports, but I have to say the town and the people over there are amazing. The food is great. It's not something that it's not New York food, but it's right there. They have so many good Italian restaurants over there, seafood restaurants over there. So it's definitely something that you'll absolutely like. If you like to eat, Ilija, you're going to love Boston. I know you like to eat.
I'm 375 pounds.
375 pounds? How tall are you?
No, 325.
25. How tall are you?
Yeah, I'm 6'8".
6'8". Wow, you're a beast, man. No wonder why you played volleyball. As you guys know, we are talking to Boston College offensive lineman recruit Ilija Krajnovic. Now, Ilija, we've watched the NFL grow and all over the world, and a lot of people are trying to consider, or the NFL is trying to consider bringing an NFL team from overseas, England, Australia, Germany. They're slowly but surely trying to grow the sport in different countries. Do you think that you'll see an NFL team being built in another country besides here in the United States?
Yeah. First of all, I'm coming from Europe. So in Europe, the German football is the best. So the Germany, like a country, they're like the best country like for football. They have very, very good leagues. They're very, very good players, and a lot of players from Serbia goes in German leagues to play there. I heard about the things that guys from England, from Germany, French are coming to States. And that's a good thing, and I really believe that the NFL is going to expand to Europe. I truly believe.
So just to follow up on that question, what time frame do you think that kind of thing can happen in? Will it be something that happens in 5 years, 10 years, much further down the line? Because we've seen exhibition games already in London for the past 13 years. So when do you think it will happen when it does?
Oh, ma'am. It's hard to tell, but I'm thinking about like 10 years, because slowly now the Europe is starting to get like it's starting to be like a main recruiting. There's a lot of kids from Europe are coming to States to play college football, and there's like a lot of scouts in Europe. That are helping those kids, go to the college. So I believe like in approximately 10 years that will happen.
As you guys know, we are talking to Boston College offensive lineman recruit Ilija Krajnovic.
So I know Vlade Divac is a guy that came from Serbia, had some success with the Lakers. He had success, not as much success as a GM with the Kings. He actually just resigned the other day. How much did who was your favorite player growing up? Someone like Vladdy, the fact that he came here and he did that and he was a success. Like, how much did that inspire you?
So that's the question that I get a lot. The thing is with me, I'm that kind of person. I play sports, but I don't follow it. That's the thing with me. They ask like, hey, did you watch the games I don't know, Ravens against the New England Patriots, or like NBA games or whatever games? I'm that kind of person who don't like to watch the games. I just like to play, and I'm just that kind of person. Like I'm really not interested in sitting on the couch and watching the game. Of course, I will watch it if it's like a national team, if it's very interesting. But like, I'm really not that kind of a person who has like
Was it
motivation.
interest? I get you.
For that kind of stuff.
So how did you learn American football? Was it something that came naturally, or was it something that you never could see yourself doing, but you just picked it up?
So when I came to first practice in my hometown, they told me like, okay, we'll find you a helmet, we'll find you a pad, and they found me, okay. Okay, everything's good. So come on the field. You see that guy? Yeah, bull rushing.
That's funny.
I was like, okay. And I did it like full speed. Like I started, to go after him. Of course, I put him on the butt because I went with my head. I just kick him, and and they told me like, okay, yeah, you're strong, you're everything, you have really huge potential, but like you need to learn the game. So I slowly started to learn the game, and I learned it when I was back home. So when I came here, of course, this is a professional place, the best place in the United States, the best high school in the States. So here my coaches helped me to learn more game, and now I'm playing. So yeah,
you're a big man, and we just saw somebody get drafted, 6'8", 364 pounds for the New York Jets, runs a 40 in 5 seconds, almost flat. Did you ever run the 40 yet? Have you run the 40 yet?
Yeah, I ran 40. I ran 40 while I was home. So,
what you running in?
I'm running at 493.
Wow,
Nice.
6'8", 315 pounds, right? 315 pounds.
25.
325 pounds, and he runs it in a 4.98, 4.93, whatever.
Yeah.
That's still better than back